So this is the dual rinse HEDP that Professor Zender was discussing in the recent seminar that we hosted. So basically, to make the solution, you mix 10 mils of sodium hypochlorite in a beaker. You take one capsule and empty the powder contents of the capsule into the sodium hypochlorite and mix it. You can then draw up the solution with a 10 ml syringe, and you can then inject the solution into the access cavity and instrument as normal. There are a number of advantages of this system. The first is that it's just one solution that's needed for both disinfecting and conditioning the canal system. So you don't have to alternate between sodium hypochlorite and EDTA, which will obviously save some time also. It conditions the dentine for root filling. It also helps identify the canals, so it's a little bit easier to see the canals. It reduces the stress on the instrument, and it helps prevent the buildup of the debris and smear layer, as I say, all with one solution. I'm going to play a clip from the webinar from Professor Zender now, and if you want to see the full webinar, just leave me a message and I'll send you a recording.
Question is it enough? Of course, no. We all want to kind of get rid of the smear layer. We want to, I think smear layer is not all that interesting, but of course, no filling material binds the smear layer. The other thing is there is some accumulated debris in the isthmus areas and the ramifications. So that was Frank Paquet and myself who came up with this concept, because we were looking at our micro CT scans, especially, I mean, Frank was looking at his micro CT scans and we discussed it, and it's like, you know, we should superimpose these before after, and we should look at the voxels that disappear. What is it? Is it dentin that gets accumulated? Okay. So we want to use something to get rid of that, but also I think something that people also don't think about too much is conditioning of the canal wall, because I know we have a thing called adhesive dentistry, we have restorative dentistry. All we think about is how to condition the dentin in the root canal. We didn't think so much about it. I think it's a mistake. So what did people try to do about that? I think an old idea is really to have a gel, which is a carbo wax usually with EDTA. During the instrumentation. Why is that not a good idea? First of all, the EDTA is trapped in the carbo wax. Second of all, it increases the torque